feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hi Libra, this is your full moon revelation reading. I'm using my own cards, my medieval oracle deck. So these full moon revelation secret spill readings were supposed to spill usually nasty secrets, make you become aware of something maybe that you were already suspecting or that was just entirely hidden from you. But it was a pleasant surprise that all of the signs readings, there was nothing nasty that was being hidden. All the readings were showing me like really positive surprises, blessings coming in with this full moon. And you're the last sign I'm reading for. And it's the same for you here. In the middle of your spread we have the white dragoness. We also have the queen, so there's a lot of powerful feminine energy in your reading. And immediately when I saw the dragoness, I realized this is going to be so good, this reading. Like she is the most powerful, the wisest, she's just the highest authority as well in this whole deck. Like she is God. She's the God of the whole deck. She's the source of all power, of all elements, of everything that is. And this is the energy that's coming in for you. This is your blessing. This is your gift. There is a lot of wisdom coming in. There's a lot of movement forwards. If you were stuck with some spiritual questions, especially wondering, not understanding, not seeing a full picture, or just several questions that you had on your heart, not even on your mind, like it's much deeper than that. This will be answered. You might even become like the white dragoness. And she's surrounded by, different energies as well. So it's not entirely only about wisdom and spirituality, which is, very profound and the basis of everything. But she will also have an effect on other areas of your life. There is a lot of authority that you are gaining. When you felt powerless, everyone was trampling or exploiting you. This is like regaining power, or not regaining, just gaining power over all these areas in your life, just actually over everything. Especially the queen confirms it. Like, of course, compared to the white dragoness, the queen is just someone who has authority on earth over a certain amount of people, whereas, the white dragoness is God. But both of them together mean like there is some kind of spiritual wisdom, authority paired with some kind of authority that we will gain in your life as a human being. So it will not only be this internal realization, it will have an effect on the external circumstances very quickly. It's like you're becoming the boss over your own life in all areas. The sun here in my deck represents not only the sun and light and warmth, whatever we associate automatically with the sun. It also represents the bare, pure masculine energy. So this is also very good news. Like there is this strong balance between masculinity and femininity. It is all being weighed out within yourself and around you. I also feel like if we would think of the sun as well in a negative aspect, like someone who is, as a person, like this typical bad image that we have of men sometimes, like being dominant, being like too burning hot, like the sun. The sun can bring warmth and brightness, but if it's too hot and too bright, it can burn people. So like this is some of these nasty aspects of men who are just a little bit too much of this terrible kind of masculinity. You are becoming like a queen over that as well, like you are trampling that down, like you are beating that, and it's like this terrible kind of masculinity has no power over your life, like some sick, greedy politicians. They are, even if you don't know them in private, they have influence on your life. It's like you're beating all this away. Or it could be literally a man around you, like a spouse, an ex, a father figure, someone who is constantly obsessed with having power, or at least a little bit of influence over your emotions and thoughts and your life, even your finances, whatever this is about. Did I mention boss? I think I said it. Like, this is something that you will be in charge of. It feels very powerful. And don't get me wrong, this is not only for women here. This can also be for men. Some men are quite healthy, quite balanced, quite sensitive. And they also struggle with this terrible kind of masculinity around them. So this is also for you if you're a man. Like, this can also deeply affect other men who are the opposite of this kind of sick masculinity. But there is power over that coming in. There is not only seeing through that, understanding deep spiritual aspects of this whole thing, but it's just about being in charge, outshining all of it. Sorry, I'm still a little bit tired. We have the knight here, and the knight is someone who is loyal, if he comes up in a good way, to their queen and king. And I feel like it's both meanings. Like, on one hand, on one hand, it is your own energy. On one hand, it shows us that you were hardworking, loyal, honest, brave, like the knight. Like, everyone could rely on you, but maybe you didn't always get that back. This is changing as well. So you will be rewarded for being the knight your whole life. In several ways. Could be financial, could be by being recognized, by being hired somewhere where they suddenly realize this about you, recognize this about you. By any kind of success, but mostly it is being rewarded by life sending back people towards you who are like you, loyal, trustworthy, brave, very structured and strong. Just in case someone of you is becoming like a boss somewhere, and you were the one who was employed for most of your life, and suddenly you are in the position to become a boss and to hire other people, that you will find the right people to hire and not just some idiots. This could be the case for someone here, but it's not for everyone. It could also just be in your private life that you were the knight towards other people, but the other people weren't like knights towards you. And now, after a long time, this is changing. Like, you will attract these reliable people in your life. And of course, we have the coins here as well. I mentioned it a little bit already. Like there could be something about your finances, otherwise the coins wouldn't pop up here. Like all these energies, all these directions, especially the core, the white dragoness, they will draw in some kind of financial gain, some kind of financial success here as well. If something was tight, if something wasn't fair, this will change very soon. So this is your full moon blessing. And mostly it is you with your wisdom and with your strength, also with your very fierce authority here. Like carrying the white dragoness in your heart will draw all this in, especially also the financial aspect. So I'm gonna leave this part here and pull some cards from my lifestyle and health deck. And as I always say, don't take these readings literally, all parts of it, but especially the health regarded stuff should not be confused with actual professional advice. But I think this should actually be clear to people, but you never know who needs to hear it. Okay, then we have learn, treat yourself, art, sleep, ears, heart health. Could also be about your emotional heart, but also, of course, about your physical heart. Next one, doctor, danger. Maybe some of you need to make an appointment somewhere. Maybe it's time to do that. And the danger card, you know, it can just be like a slight warning to be careful with everything you do. Maybe if you feel very clumsy, just be careful and be patient with yourself. We have coffee, so maybe, you know, usually this card means to probably reduce the intake of caffeine. Okay, Libra, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.